everyone, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm Kat, your guide through the seen and the unseen. Today we're tapping into the energies to see what messages Spirit has for us right now. Take a deep breath, settle in, let's see what the universe is trying to tell you. Also, if you're soul seeking deeper alignment, make sure to join our community by subscribing. Alright, let's see. Let me get an oracle message first. I was just shuffling. Man, my brain. I'm dehydrated a little. Not really dehydrated, but I need to drink more water. Hope you're doing well. Let's see what's happening. Right now it's Saturday, the 25th. And it's 8:30. I have soot on my fingers because I was holding the Palo Santo. Anyway, higher power. Number 4. And to be fair, 38. 411 could be significant. Receiving information. I don't know. I'm not going to get one of these right now because I need the QR thingy. So let's do this one. So there may be some injustice that's being righted by a higher power. And you're being informed about that in this reading, possibly. Let's see what happens. Divinity. Wow, that's interesting. And psychic. Number 20 and number 48. Okay. Higher power and divinity. So let's see what's happening. Let's see, I already did shuffle these, but the High Priestess. What is happening? 6 of Cups, 8 of Cups, and the Emperor. It says Sky Father in this deck. Innocence. So there's a message here from the Sky Father. You could have your dad may have passed away. This could be a message from your father about something from the past they walked away from. That's interesting because I was just writing about something. Oh, it's so creepy sometimes when Spirit does stuff like this. Oh my gosh. So there's a message here about that. It's 10 of Wands, Judgment, King of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Something about a burdensome okay, that gives me a lot of insight, actually. Give me just a second, because I was just thinking about, like, my parents may have had some... Wow, okay. Like, when our parents have troubles, like, being parents, being together, being, you know, because they have their own, like, generational trauma, karma, things like that. Jeez Louise, man. So there's certain things that they went through. I'm getting like I'm getting a message that, like, yes, there was injustice done. There was some sort of thing that happened that you are fully aware of about their relationship and how imbalanced it was. And in the time that you were like a child to later on when you became an adult, there's like things that you witnessed, that you saw, that you know were injustices against one or the other parent, but also against, like, your siblings and you, done by a parent who was actually never held accountable for their actions. And I feel like this is a message that's coming through saying, yes, you're right about that. Because you see clearly some sort of, through your psychic gifts, there's something that you see clearly about this parent that was hidden. Queen of Swords is showing itself. Sheesh. But it's like, what good does it do to know now, I guess? I mean, even if I knew then, it probably wouldn't make a difference. Probably, even if you knew back in the day, it wouldn't have made a difference because you can't speak up about it. My throat chakra just went out. So it's like, sheesh. Anyway, so how are we showing up in this? What is this? Sheesh. What the fuck? Knight of Swords, the Devil, Ace of Cups, Six of Wands. So I see the Chariot and the Five of Pentacles poking out. Six of Wands, Seven of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Two of Wands. There's something here about standing your ground is the victory. Some sort of new beginning or seed planted. Some sort of choice that was made, or the ability to see the correct choice in some way, which is a curse of being like able to look back at things. For anyone, it's like a curse and a blessing, because you can learn things, from the past or whatever, but learn from your mistakes, but you can also see the better choices or that someone else could make or you could have made, and it's kind of torture in that way. Okay, how are we showing up? Let's just get one card. The Five of Swords. So there could be some cutthroat energy maybe that you're in. Knight of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. So I'm seeing this as communication. Passionate communication. Maybe it's witchcraft. I don't know. See that? Okay, so being seen as the shark is one of the swords is turned upward, like that's your truth or whatever, and the other swords are turned inward, like they're like the Four of Swords. Because I'm getting that you've had to, the psychic card is coming out, the High Priestess card is coming out. There was a hidden truth that you psychically can see. Your divinity is bringing you this clarity, this truth. Maybe that's pushing it, but there's some exposure that's being made in some way to you. Because I don't know. This is a weird one. I'm gonna keep going because I want it to make sense, but there's some sort of downloads maybe that you're getting that's exposing this person. Two of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. I don't understand. Maybe this is what's showing up, not who or how we're showing up. Because I'm not seeing we are showing up as the Five of Swords. What the fuck? I don't see. I'm seeing this is a person who's been cutthroat, but in a way that was kind of hidden. Maybe they were cheating, maybe they were back and forth in some way, unstable. this person could have been gossiping about you and other family members, like constantly. I don't know. I'm not understanding, but I'll clarify later. What's surfacing? Ten of Pentacles. This has to do with family. Generational curses. Three of Pentacles. King of Wands. Chariot. Temperance. So this is something that you're needing to alchemize in some way to move forward from the pain of it, or the curse of it. I don't know. It's like harnessing your own power with this King of Wands. The fire ant energy, which is being the feeling of being triggered. So bringing into balance. What's surfacing? I mean, what do we need to expand on? Ten of Cups. Five of Wands. The naked heart, which is like the ability to be vulnerable in some way, like your raw, true, authentic self. Seven of Wands and the Three of Cups. So you've had to, or you are needing in this to expand on being vulnerable with your family and authentic with your family in some way. Standing your ground through the conflict. I don't know what actions to take. The Hanged Man. A shift in perspective. Knight of Swords. Page of Wands. Ace of Pentacles. Two of Wands. I'm seeing this as like being strategically shifting perspective. So this is Gemini energy. Knight of Swords is like a warrior energy. It's also communication, swift communication. Page of Wands is like good news, new beginnings with this Ace of Pentacles. The actions to take is like communicate, make a plan, strategically communicate. Your authenticity and plant some seeds in some way. But shift your perspective, or maybe you're bringing enlightenment in some way. Communicating an enlightened way. An enlightened way of communicating something. Clarify whatever our resource is. Daddy. So, okay. It's also our power. Emperor. 9 of Wands, 3 of Cups, 3 of Wands, 9 of Swords. 9933. This is intense. So, I'm getting that you have like an ability to see the spiritual aspects of like this holy war, right? You have the boundaries, you have the ability to ascend from those lower realms and those lower frequencies. You understand the groupthink, and you have the foresight to see like the bigger picture, the enlightened way of thinking, right? So I think this is what this is referring to. Let me clarify. Clarify the High Priestess. Queen of Cups. Seeing this as a person, but it could also be, the psychic gifts that you have. The 2 of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Page of Cups, and the 4 of Cups. So we do have to understand that, like, hurt people hurt people. The way that I'm seeing this come out is yes, there was things that were done incorrectly, right? There was instability. There was this I want to say false way of protecting that maybe people might have had, like a way of protecting, but it wasn't really protective. This is all about a shift in perspective. Like it was not good. It was not good, but like especially because of the innocence, right? That was, there was injustices done, but it's also, I don't know if it's people doing the best that they can. I can't say that. You know what I'm saying? But because they could have done better, and I know that they could have done better, but at the same time, at the same time, you know that they were not in the best place to do better. So clarify the 5 of Swords. Six of Wands, 5 of Cups, King of Wands, 3 of Wands, and the Emperor. So they weren't in a place to do better, but you are. Does that make sense? So, like, you have your truth. You can change things and shift things in your own life where they can't go back and make changes to what's already been done. So there's that. Because I think we all have regrets about whatever things that we might have done that weren't so great. Some more than others, and that's like the grace that, to be fair, it's about peace and regeneration. And honestly, it gives you a leg up because of this loyal heart energy, right? And the deep knowing, like you know better than, I don't know. It's like you're able to tap into the divinity of it instead of beating people over the head with their mistakes, right? Clarify this Ten of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. The value of like family, of that legacy of Four of Cups, Ten of Swords, King of Swords, Queen of Swords. There's a compassion here, and it's also a mastery of mind. Even though betrayal was, it's like you're not doing the same things to, you're not betraying them, like, in, even though like you could use it to gain fame or something like that, like, it's not about that. It's about like the actual therapeutic practice of, I don't give a shit about karma in this aspect, you know? Like, I'm saying it's not for me to create more karma for myself and my family by shaming and, you know, making it like this weird thing online or whatever. What I will do, though, is use it as a way to help others heal from the same type of thing that maybe they're struggling with, because there's a grace in here. You know, there's something about grace. There's something about compassion. Even though we're harmed, like there's a compassion that we can still have. I don't know. Clarifies Ten of Cups. I think everybody deserves that grace, that, I don't know. Clarify the Ten of Cups. Four of Wands. So it's something about stability, walking away. Walking away and finding your own stability, like that own, like, I don't know, this is like ancestral. It's a new beginning too. So you're expanding on your own stability, like creating your own foundation that's actually stable. And that's all you can really focus on, is not so much like the past or reliving, some sort of, I don't know, dysfunction or any of that. It's about like finding your own wish fulfillment, like creating your own stability. I have something that's scratching my itching me. Anyway, yeah, that's what I see. It's a new beginning. It's pilgrimage. Like, I don't know, most people don't have the capacity to do that. They're so bitter and angry about, what's gone wrong. And I think that's kind of why we end up with these cyclical, everlasting, crazy, dramatic family, dramas and things, and it's created by the inability to move on from the situation. Clarify this in Hangman. I'm also hearing pause. This is a pause, a reflection, some sort of self-mastery. Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is about holding it down, like guarding, so I'm seeing a shift in the foundation, a shift in perspective of your foundation, but also a protection of your foundation, and knowing that you're not lacking anything, that it wasn't about you. Two of Wands, the Lovers, the Moon, the Star. It's healing, like that mother and intuition. It's also being the light in the dark, that divine feminine energy as well. And it's about choices. It's about planning something. Like, okay, instead of making impulsive choices to maybe lash out or something like that, maybe planning, like, to sit down, write a letter, or like say, what you mean and mean what you say. It's about pausing, about not so much accusing people of whatever. It's about understanding the duality, the dual natures of people, and that everyone deserves some sort of grace, some sort of understanding. Even the most, I don't know. Clarify this Emperor. This is about owning our own power, but also there's Chariot. It's about that higher self as well. Embracing your power and your higher self. That duality of things. Honoring the fact that you have choices and you can plant seeds elsewhere. You don't have to, like, you can introspect on this stuff and realize, not everybody has that ability, right? And that's why we should give grace. And even though I think there's a lot of people who walk around blaming other people for their own shit. It's not like they're getting away with it, you know. Anyway, this wasn't very clear. And there's things about it that I could have gone in more depth about, but it's kind of private, so like but I do see the higher power. Let's read about it. Conscious contact with the higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit. This oracle card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. That's why, okay, that makes sense now why we got the 5 of Swords here. Because I saw, like, this, I see the truth, like, I'm wielding my truth with that one sword that's up. And then the 4 swords, which I sometimes spirit, and it's the shark. So the 4 swords is like rest, reprieve, like meditation. Like, you may be able to meditate, but a lot of people can't. They can't sit with themselves that long because they have things that they don't want to look at, you know? And so sitting alone and being quiet for a long time may be very fucking difficult for people who have a lot to think about. You know what I mean? It says, ask what is the highest good for all. How can I serve? Then get out of your own way and trust that there is a plan for your life. More wondrous than you could ever know. You are always protected and divinely directed. So, sometimes we have to just be able to forgive and understand that, you know, our best isn't always good enough. And even other people's best isn't always good enough, right? And we have to forgive at like a level of like, okay, but yeah, I'm gonna go over here because I don't feel like I would get my needs met there, and you've already shown me that I wouldn't, so I'm pretty sure that like me staying out of the way is gonna help both you and me, your karma and my, you know, sanity. You know what I mean? And like I'll just go over here and like be fair to both of us, right? Let's see, to be fair, 38. Like, I think that's the problem. Like, most people don't understand when to walk away from things. Like, I don't know. So, to be fair. So, balance, justice, a need to consider options, mutual benefit, and the law of cause and effect. Life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing, yet over time they strike a balance. You move from being to stasis. From stasis to doing, from discovering to loving, to letting go, to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all of these states. You will always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If you are not content with where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment, and you will see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. You reap what you sow. For every cause, there is an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now. And my voice is doing some weird stuff right now. So, yeah, I hope this makes sense, and I hope that, I don't even know what I said. Honestly, I'll have to watch it back, and I think what this is saying is that, like, there's no reason to hold grudges against people. It's just, doing what's best for you and being okay with, like, that being enough. There's no reason to hate on people or hate people or, I don't know. Don't diminish your value based on other people's opinions or other people's inadequacies or other people's inability to be what you need. Just move on. Like, that is it. That is really it. And there's, things that we might feel some type of way about, but it's better to just do the inner work than to keep it going or keep it, burdening you. Like, sit with it and meditate or understand, like, there's alchemy that can be done, ways to heal, ways to understand it further and kind of move on. What are we doing? Alchemy. Anyways, I hope this helps. Thanks for watching.